Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of the Single Dad's Cookbook. Today I'm going to be making some chicken in a cream sauce with saffron rice and some salt and pepper crispy mushrooms. So first of all, just going to slice up a leek into rings and then we're going to give it a wash through. Once you've cleaned them, what you want to do is get a knob of butter on the go and get the leeks in that butter. While I'm waiting on that, I peeled carrots and onion, and I'm just going to finely dice them up. So you can see there, butter's melted, in with your nice clean leeks, and we're going to saute them down. Not adding any salt, just going to add a little bit of pepper. So once we've got that pepper on the go, we're going to sweat them down and chop those. Whilst I'm doing that, I just want to let you know about the lighting and stuff. Sorry about that. It's just, it is gorgeous here at the moment. So make hay when the sun shines. And I also want to say thanks for the people checking in on me over the last couple of months. A few things have happened that I may go into later down the line, but for this moment in time, just let you know that everything's well, everything's good, and hopefully I'll be back to making more videos. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It does, it probably feels like I'm almost starting over again, so all the help will be appreciated. And this dinner is, it's not, it looks fancy, it is tasty. I'm not a professional chef by any stretch of the imagination. For the guys who've been watching me for a while, you know that I'm just a humble home cook, making sure that teenagers eat as much vegetables as they can, or any kids really eat as much vegetables as they can. So we're going to get that on the go. So once you've chopped your onions and your carrots, we're going to let the leek saute down for a little while, and then we're going to get the carrots and the leek and the onion all in the pan, and we're going to let them all soften down together. So get them all in there, don't be shy, and get them back on the oven. The oven's on a the hob's on a medium heat, just cooking them through. I've got the mushrooms because we're going to be chopping chicken in a bit, so just get all my veg prep done first. And I'm just slicing these. I've took the stem out, and I'm just going to cut them into slices. That's it. And then I'm going to pop them to the side till we need them. Really that easy. And like I said, guys, I do appreciate the messages, people checking in, saying that they've missed the videos. And it did really mean the world to me, that. So now we're going to move on to the rice, and I've just got some long grain rice here, and I'm going to get it in a pan, and I've got 1 cup of rice, or 1 mug of rice I should say. Quite happily feeds 2, potentially even 3 people, this mug of rice. I am going to wash it through first. Got to wash your rice, try and get some of the starch off it, and then once you've washed it, add in 1.5 times liquid. So in this instance, obviously it's water, just 1.5 cups, and that's the secret to rice, really. Bring it up to a slow boil. Now I am making this saffron rice, and there'll be lots of yous going, you got to bloom your saffron, you got to do it, all kinds of stuff. I'm literally just going to pop it in, and you'll see the colour change almost immediately. So I'm just giving that a stir just to make sure that it's not all clumping up. Then we're going to grab the saffron, and I'm just going to put a pinch of it in the water. Now, because you're bringing it from a cold water up to temperature, you are actually blooming it, but you can bloom it beforehand, try and extract as much colour out of it as you will. you do you guys. It's like it's always this. So you see there, it is. It looked loads on the video, but in reality, it was maybe a quarter of the bag, and you can see there straight away it's starting to change the water yellow, which is the whole point of this. So on a low heat, lid on, forget about it. With the chicken, we're just going to do a little bit of butchery, get any excess bits like that we don't want. Again, nothing worse when you're digging into something to eat and then you get a bone or you get a bit of gristle. It can put you off the whole meal. So we're just tidying that up, and then we're just going to thinly slice it. Again, no fancy techniques, no $1,000,000 products that you need to go and buy. The saffron was £2.40, I think, so it wasn't breaking the bank, and you'll get at least excuse me, 4 uses, 5 uses out of it. So in with the chicken, give that a good old mix. We're going to just add a little bit of colour with it, sweat it down with the veg, and then we're going to add some chicken stock in. So all getting done. So once the chicken's got a bit of colour on it, again, we're just going to add in a mug, in this instance, a chicken stock. Give it a mix, and we're going to bring that down, let that cook through, let the chicken cook through in it until we're happy that it's all cooked, and then it just needs finishing off. So give it a mix, get that back on the hob. Now, mushrooms. Get yourself a little saute pan, melt some butter, in with your mushrooms, give them a jiggle about, watch your hands here, like try and turn them over, give them you want a good coating. Oh, one's escaping on the floor, but you want to give them a coat here, split them all up, make sure that they're fine, and then all you're going to do is you're going to coat them with a bit of salt and a bit of pepper. And that is it. You're going to put them on the hob, again, medium to high heat until they start getting crispy. People don't like mushrooms because they go slimy. That's because if you keep moving them and keep touching them, you're agitating the mushroom, and it releases all its liquids, and it becomes that slimy way. Now, some people like that, some people don't. I'm not a fan. If you just leave them, they become crispy. The longer you leave them, the crispier they become, and they're great. On to here, the chicken and all the veg. You've given it a taste. You've changed the seasoning to your taste. Then you're adding in the double cream. Now, I've taken it off the heat because you don't want the cream to split. So lower your temperature on your hob, and then we're just going to incorporate all that. Give it a mix till it's all nice and incorporated. We're going to give it a taste, see if it needs any additional seasoning. Maybe needed a little bit extra cream just to lift it. Really, at this point, it is down to your taste buds. Again, I'm cooking for my family. You'll cook for your family or yourself, and you'll know what it needs, whether you need to let it cook a little bit longer, or add some salt, add some pepper, add more cream. And that's what I did there. Just needed a little bit more, because you've got to remember the leeks and onion, they are from the same onion family, so you got to watch that balance. Just make sure, and you can offset it with pepper, etc. And there's the mushrooms halfway done, and you can start to see them. They're getting a nice golden crisp on them there. So we'll just turn them over and get them back on to finish. At this point, the rice should be also coming to be done. So we'll be golden with that as well. So we're happy with them. Get them over there. Rice is done, so you can see. Give it a bit of a mix. It'll loosen itself up. Get that on there and put the lid on it. Keep it steaming away. And now it's time to plate up. So, nice and simple, guys. Whole thing takes about half an hour, and we can start there with the saffron rice that we've made. Really simple, just adds a different dimension, different colour. I'm sure there's other ways you can use saffron that are far more elegant. Then we're going to put on our chicken, leek in a cream sauce. Beautiful. And then we're going to finish that off with some of the crispy mushrooms across the top. So you've got that little bit of bite, that little bit of salt, pepper, where you've got the sweetness and you've got the crispiness. And there you have it. Guys, it's glad to be back. I am so glad to be back. I hope you are all looking after each other out there. And yourselves. As always, from my family to yours, I'm glad to be back. I hope you're glad that I'm back. And until the next time, Single Dad, signing off.